My name is Betty Martin. I'm going to be the moderator this evening, and this forum, this mayoral forum, is sponsored by the Legal County League of Women Voters and the Tribune-Star. And I must say, having been involved with a number of these kinds of forums in the past, I'm really delighted that we have standing room only. It's great to see so many of you coming out. You're interested in the issues of this campaign. The process for the evening, first of all, I'm to remind everybody to turn off your cell phones. That's number one on my list of things to do. A little bit of a reminder about your rights and voting itself. First of all, this coming Monday, April the 9th, is the last day that you can register to vote. If you're not already registered, you must do it by Monday, April the 9th. You have 29 days before the election in order to register. So if you have moved, or if you have any questions about whether or not you're registered to vote, you must get it taken care of by next Monday. Because this is a primary in the state of Indiana, you do have to declare your politics when you go into the precinct. You may ask, of course, either for a Republican or a Democrat ballot. That's up to you. And you can ask whatever ballot you want, but you do have to declare. The other thing is the Tribune-Star will, as it gets closer to election day, they will publish where all of the polling places are. So if you have any question about where you go to vote, you'll be able to look that up in the paper as it gets closer to election day. Our process for the evening is as follows. We will have opening statements, 2 minutes per candidate. They can tell us a little bit about themselves, whatever they choose to talk about. Opening statements are 2 minutes per candidate. The first question from the Tribune, 2 minutes per candidate. The first question from the League, 2 minutes per candidate. Second question from the Tribune-Star, 2 minutes each candidate. Second question from the League, 2 minutes each candidate. Questions from the audience. And we do have League members stationed around the room, and they have some cards, and we'll give them out. You may be formulating your own questions, and they will collect those and then give them to me. So there will be an opportunity for questions from the audience. We will determine the time on each question. I'll have to wait until I see the question as to whether I think it's a 1 minute or a 2 minute. You're not going to get any 3, 4, 5 minutes answering any questions tonight. So you're going to have to be succinct. Then we will give each candidate 1 minute for closing statements at the end of the questioning period. We try to have this over and so that everybody can be out here by 9 o'clock. We will, and the process will be, we will begin at my far right with the incumbent Mayor Kevin Burke. Then we have the candidate James Worrell, candidate John Walters, and over here to my left, the candidate Duke Bennett and candidate John Wayne Cunningham. We will start this evening with the statements. We will begin with Mayor Burke, and then when we start the questions, we will also start the first question at that end of the table. Then the second question will begin with Mr. Worrell, the third question, Mr. Walters, and so on down the line. So that we'll try, and I'll have to do my best to remember where I started and where I have to stop. The other thing for the candidates, the most important person in the room is seated right here. She is the timer, and she will let you know when you have a minute, and when you have 30 seconds, and when she will say, stop. Okay. I think we're ready to begin. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce Peggy Evans, who is the panelist for the League of Women Voters, and Max Jones, who is a panelist for the Tribune-Star. And now we will begin. Mayor Kevin Burke, with your statement. I said you have 2 minutes for these statements.
Good evening. My name is Kevin Burke, and I've had the unbelievable opportunity to be your mayor for the last 3+ years. It's encouraging to see each of you out here, and for me to be given the opportunity to ask you for the opportunity to keep my job for the next 4 years. I'd like to thank the League of Women Voters and the Tribune-Star for making tonight possible. not only tonight, but the league does an excellent job of encouraging our folks to vote, register to vote, even when it's not in the newspaper and in the middle of an election season. So I'd like to personally thank them and the Tribune-Star for putting this together. I would like to thank the library for once again providing the facilities. It's through this kind of a process that we as candidates have a much better opportunity to tell you about ourselves and to answer our questions, answer your questions in a fashion that I believe you deserve. So thank you for coming tonight, and I'm anxious to get started.
Good evening. My name is Jim Morrill, candidate for mayor. A little bit about myself. I'm married to my wife Tina, who's an assistant principal at Sarah Scott. We have one daughter, Elizabeth, who's a junior at Indiana State University, majoring in nursing. I was on the police department for 24 years. The last 4 years served as chief of police for the Terre Haute. And during those 4 years, we faced many different challenges. The Timothy McVeigh execution, which everybody remembers, the training of the police department, the updating of the police department, and providing safety for the citizens of the community. So I'm very well aware of what Terre Haute needs and what it expects out of its leader. And I'm just offering my abilities that I've learned my leadership through on the police department through those years to you, the citizens of Terre Haute, for all of you, not just a select few. And again, I'd like to thank Max with the Tribune-Star and Peggy with the League of Women Voters and the Vigo County Public Library for hosting the event tonight.
I too would also like to thank the League of Women Voters. My name is John Walters, and I am also a candidate for mayor of Terre Haute City. And I'd also like to thank the Terre Haute Tribune-Star and Vigo County Library for providing us with this beautiful establishment. I mean, this is considered one of the best libraries in the state of Indiana. And actually, when they told me it was here, I figured I'd come down here. There'd be a room full of nothing but women. And I said, man, we got 6 guys up here in front of a whole room full of women. I said, man, that would be something else. And I'm glad I was wrong. See, all these guys sit there, I ain't by myself then. So, but it's a pleasure and an honor to be here, and I hope that I can answer all your questions for you, and I'm going to be just as truthful and honest with you as I can, and just bring them on. I'm ready for business. Thank you.
Yes, my name is Duke Bennett, and I'm currently Director of Operations at Hamilton Center, and I'm back in this thing again. I ran last time for the first time. It's the first time I'd sought political office, and it was a very rewarding experience for me. Even though I came up on the losing end, I decided that I was going to get back in the race again. I believe that what's very important, I mean, the turnout is great, and you know, every 4 years we have an opportunity to decide what kind of leadership and what kind of government we want in our community. And I really feel strongly that, you know, the taxpayer is the primary person that needs to be represented in every election. So when you go to vote, you need to decide what kind of person you want leading your community and how they're going to spend your tax dollars wisely. I believe that, you know, progress is very important for us as a community. We are lagging behind. We're making strides forward, but it's critical that we do it in a very fiscally responsible way. I love this town, and the turnout is great. I mean, this is very exciting for me just because people are interested in what's going on. And I believe we need a multi-party system. That's another reason why I'm in this. And it wouldn't matter if it was Republicans or Democrats that were running the show. It's very important that we have some balance and we have some different ideas shared. And that's what I want to bring to the table. I'm excited about the future of Terre Haute. I'm excited to be a part of this process, and I'm glad all of you are here tonight. And thank you for the host again. Thank you.
My name is John Wayne Cunningham. I am one of the Republican candidates for mayor. I'd like to thank the League of Women Voters and the Tribune-Star for putting this on today. A little about myself. I'm a licensed ordained minister. I am a veteran of the United States Army and a current member of the Indiana Army National Guard. I've been serving my country since I was 17 years old in one way or the other. I am anti-terrorism level 1 certified through the U.S. military. I have several FEMA courses I've been studying so I can better serve not only my community but myself as well. I will continue to do that. The city has got some financial issues, as Mr. Bennett said, that need to be addressed, and those issues will be addressed. Another thing I'd like to address, though, is the crime. Crime is on the rise, and it's unacceptable. Grandmas and grandpas and families need to feel safe in their community as well. And that's always been something Republicans have taken a hard line on, keeping people safe, something we will always continue to do. I feel like this nation and the state have always been more secure in Republican hands, and whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, either one, you deserve safety. The grandmas and grandpas need to be lifted up to be pillars of the community. Again, they need to feel safe in their neighborhoods. And I want to be a champion for the people, and that's why I'm running. Thank you.